The best healthcare is there in ways big and small. There when we most and least expect it. We may not see it, but we feel it. It lets us know we're not in this alone. Everyone deserves a healthcare partner who never quits. One who's there for what matters. United Healthcare. There for what matters.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These Jet Setting Divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hi, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, what's going on in the world of travel?
We're getting this year out. We've done a lot this year, ladies.
Oh, gosh, travel. We took travel by storm. I don't even think travel was ready for us this year. I think we did more traveling than we could have ever imagined doing. You know, even though we didn't go serious major places, we were gone quite a bit.
We were gone quite a bit.
Yeah, we did a lot of small trips
this year in travel that
January, we had we did just some things around town. We always do things to support MLK weekend and things like that. But I know February we were in Colorado. That's what I remember.
Yeah. We did go to Colorado.
Yeah.
What was the highlight though for you all this year out of all the travel that we did? I think I know my highlight, but do you all? So I'll tell you my highlight. My highlight was when we went over to Canada. I had never been to Canada, so when we went to Vancouver, that was my highlight for this year. Like doing a new bucket list. I didn't, I want to go to other places in Canada, but at least I've been to Canada now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you enjoyed Canada. You liked Canada.
I just wanted to do something new, and I felt like that was something new we did, and so I really liked it.
Okay. What
about you all?
You know what? I enjoyed Nashville.
Okay.
Because I actually really didn't know Nashville was so up and upbeat and just had a lot of stuff going on there. It was like, it just reminded me of Las Vegas almost.
Yeah.
It was just
a lot of
girls.
Yeah, that was different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would have to say Arizona. I got two. I would have to say Arizona would be one. It was one of my favorite places because I think it was so much about relaxing and coming into our own and just kind of just really, doing nothing, if we didn't want to, and just, being able to be at the spa all day. And then I gotta say, I actually enjoyed the hill country here in Texas. That was was a hill country in Texas, just because that was something that right here, just 2 hours away, and people are flying from all over the world to see, and we have it right here in our own hometown, our home state, and that was my first time ever going.
Okay.
We will have to go back there because it actually got really, really cold. Remember while we were there, and so it kind of we didn't get to go everywhere, but we got to go when it's a little bit warmer and experience some of those other wineries.
Yes. I think that would be awesome. I definitely feel like I was cheated. I don't, because of the cold, get to do exactly, but we got to see some things like
we saw a lot.
Vodka is made, places where whiskeys are made, and we saw quite a few different things. So I definitely felt like I got a taste, but I need to get the full meal deal. Yeah.
I think the listeners are wondering too, what are we doing next year? Where are we going to?
Yes.
Well, I want to put together and go over to Martha's Vineyard because we've never been to Martha's Vineyard.
Yes.
And we've never been to the Hamptons.
Yes.
And they're right there near each other. So I say, hit both of those spots up.
Yes. Those definitely on the bucket list is to go somewhere more East Coast that we do always do that West Coast wine tour where you were talking when we went to Seattle and Vancouver and Portland. But this will be great to go east and see some of the highlights of the east side, the East End.
Right.
Because I've never really, the New England area, I've never really been there to enjoy. I've been there, but not to do anything, of, grave importance other than, work. So yeah, that would be great. What else, Jay? What about you? What's on your list?
So I know where my bucket list is going to be the fall of next year. I'm planning a trip for us to go to Europe. We're going to be hitting Italy. We're going to go to Rome, Amalfi Coast, kind of do the trip that we had planned for 2020, and it got canceled because of COVID. And then maybe take the train or take a flight over to Paris. I at least want to get in Italy and France. At least put our feet down in both places. Maybe if we can sneak in Amsterdam, then we'll do that. But the listeners, I think they might want to know, are we doing a travel agent? Events are a local travel agent. Other than that, I think
we asked that question. Because, the ins and outs and ups and downs of trying to plan large group travels, it's
a lot.
It's definitely, fun to go with a lot of people, but it's also a hassle to go with a lot of people because, everyone doesn't want to do the same things. And I think if we didn't learn anything this year as it relates to traveling with groups, our smaller groups were probably some of that, we already said our smaller groups have been some of our favorite trips.
It is.
When we start getting into more than 10 people, you got more than 10 personalities that you have to deal with. People don't like the same food. They don't want to do the same entertainment. They don't like, they have their own little quirks that, some people, are great to travel with. So I'd have to say, if we're doing group travel, I'm just going to be a part of the group.
Well, I know is specifically for me planning the trip to go to Europe, it has to be a small group because we're going to be flying from probably here to either New York and then to Rome or Paris, or we'll be flying from here to Rome or Paris. And with what's going that far and then jumping around to different places, it's just better.
It's too much.
It's too much for a big group. We need to do a small group, and then we need to have people who we know are going to be up. And because again, to get those pictures that you want at Rome and in the Coliseum, you got to be, like we did for Bali, you got to get up early, and we need people who we know are going to roll and be ready to go.
And that's one thing that I was kind of like, watching while we've been on some other group travel. When we say we're going to do something and be there at a specific time, we moving fast, and we slow moving folks that have been kind of traveling with us that, they're on vacation and they're in vacation mode, but we're on vacation, but we want to sit at the best seats. We want to be at the best venues. We want to be there first so we can enjoy it. And, it's kind of hard when you have a lot of people you're trying to coordinate, and then we got to split the party, and then everybody don't get the same experience. So I'm really kind of on the fence on actually traveling.
As far as your major trip, Jeanette, and I know people are listening, but I would say if you want somebody else to go, maybe another 1 or 2 people.
Oh, that's it. I wanted it to be very small. Honestly, I had already told you all to keep it completely real. I might do it solo. If y'all were gonna abandon me, then I was going on my own.
With it just being us. I mean,
I am too. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, right.
We know how to move together. Like we moved together in Bali, we moved together in Hong Kong. We know how to move in a way where it's really efficient. And then not only that, I've got a lot of plans for Italy because there's a lot of places we'll fly. If we're going to fly into Rome, I want to go down to the Amalfi Coast. I might want to do Tuscany and do like a winery there. We could even do a wine tour, a European wine tour, but we need to have a small group where we have people up and ready to go to get the pictures, to get everything done. It's just going to be a lot more cohesive if it's a small group, especially international.
Yeah. So I think that, we had a great year great learning year, and then next year
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have some great places that we're gonna go. And I'm gonna, put it out there. We have a couple of folks that are just really great to travel with, and I don't mind them, tagging along with us as we go from place to place. But I definitely would say, as a group, we probably want to just make sure we really, really vet, who's coming with us, because some people don't like, 7, 10 days trips, and some people don't like long flights, and some people don't like,
Right.
certain types of food. Some people don't drink. We tend to go, if we're going on the East Coast wine tour of Martha's Vineyard, and you don't drink, you probably shouldn't come with us, because that's what you be doing. I'm just putting it out there, because, and if we're going on a 15-hour, plane ride across the sea, and you don't like being on the plane, you probably should not come, because that's not going to be a good trip for you, because you can't just, get a couple-hour flight and go back. You go,
Yep.
the
And you can't
grueling.
be complaining about you ready to go home. You
Yeah.
miss your family and and stuff like that. So Jeanette, so how many days are you thinking are a good amount of
So
time
I'm
to do,
thinking
because you're naming a lot of different places.
I think
I'm thinking at least, like when we went over to Hong Kong and we went to Bali, it was probably
about
maybe
10.
like 9, 10 days. That's what I think will be a good amount of days for us to be able to actually, maybe like
Mhm.
we're gonna plan the weekends in, but it'll be like a week and a half.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I know some of the listeners were wondering about the price. I've been looking, watching the prices to fly into Europe this year. And what I think our best strategy should be is that we'll go in the fall, because the fall seems to be like the time when it's the most reasonable flights.
How
Mhm.
is the weather?
The weather was not is nice also in the fall. It's not
Hmm.
as good as it is in the summer, but I
Mhm.
think so in the summer it's probably in the 80s, 90s. In the
Mhm.
fall, October, November, it's probably in the 60s, 70s. But I think the
Okay.
advantages of going in the fall is that we're not going to have as many people there, because you have a lot of celebrities taking their kids, and Beyonce and LeBron James are going in the summer. But I
Hmm.
think we'll be able to see a lot more and move around a lot better if we go in the fall.
I
Okay.
definitely should keep a pulse on the weather, weather, and just the season, what's going on during that
Mhm.
season. But I'm game, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited, to end this year off on such a great note, and all the different things
Hmm.
we've done. And I'm excited to get started with some more travel,
Yeah, me
Yep.
too.
So 2023, we had a bunch of small trips,
yes.
from Colorado to Seattle to Oregon,
Yeah. We even
to Vancouver.
we even went up to Hot Springs. We've done
We
some
did.
some very small trips, but
Hmm.
yeah, I'm with you, Yvette. It's time to get. We need to see some
Oh
other.
yeah, we need some bucket list trips.
We
And
need some
Yvette,
content on our list now.
I know we had one bucket list, not bucket list. We had one lesson learned for today, where we learned about Airbnb. You want to tell our listeners what we learned about,
Oh,
some of the experiences we had this year, because a lot of our experiences this year was learning lessons for what we want to do next year.
yeah. Well, you know what? We've rented out a bunch of Airbnbs this year, but and we've never had any problems with any of this, with any of them. And but this particular one out of Mexico, they're trying to say that we damaged something, which we did not. We didn't damage anything.
And how
And
do we come back from that? Because we didn't take the pictures. It's kind of
no,
our word against their word, and
right,
and some of the things are so vague that they said happen, that it could have been done from the previous, because someone had just left the hours before we actually came to the
right,
establishment. So
right. Because when they said, what time are you checking in? They said, okay, we're almost finished cleaning it. So they were there
yeah.
cleaning, and they left a door, a closet open that had like linens in it, and it was just open. It wasn't, they trying to say that we broke into. We don't break into anything. we don't
No,
we don't do that. That's not us.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and something about some sensor on an alarm. We never missed. I don't even know the place had an alarm. Okay.
They said that we left marks on the we did something with the tiles where they had to get them dry clean, and there was like a soap dish in the bathroom that we broke. So
I don't even know what that
what's
was.
advice that we have for what can we do better next year?
Take videos of the place. Take pictures and videos, just like when you rent a car, you video the car.
Yep. When we get there, this is what so I feel like if we had taken pictures that the door was open already, and in their linen closet or whatever, the soap dispenser. I mean, they had like 10 bathrooms. I'm like, what?
I was like, which one?
At max is gonna be like $20. I'm like, so how are you calculating that? But that's kind of one of those collateral damage. That's one of them things that kind of happen sometime. But right. Yeah, I kind of. We learn lesson learned.
If we videotape it just like we do with the cars, that'll at least cover us, because we can go through and see, okay, how was this? Was it before we get there and after we leave? Mm-hmm. So that'll help us out a lot.
Yeah. I don't think we would have a jet setting vacation without some type of incidents. Mexico, we've gotten gouged on gas. We've gotten a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we've been a lot of different places, but you just got to be careful in Mexico, because they're gonna come up with something to try to get some money out of you.
Yeah. Who knows? They probably turned around and thought, we didn't charge them enough. Let's charge them something.
Let's get some more money.
Yeah, it's been great, and I've really, really enjoyed you guys this year, and I look forward to next year.
Right, looking for those 2024 traveling.
Well, I'm Jeanette,
and I'm Yvette,
and I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas.
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits, so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
Metro Transit is hiring. Right now, Metro Transit is looking for mechanics and technicians. These workers do the important work of diagnosing, repairing, and performing preventative maintenance on Metro Transit buses, light rail, commuter trains, and other vehicles. Metro Transit is hiring for maintenance of the way technicians for tracks and railway systems. Starting pay ranges from $29.72 to up to $41 an hour. If you're looking for a secure job that offers a great salary, competitive benefits, and a pension, look no further than Metro Transit. Right now, there's even a $4,000 hiring bonus for these positions. Sweet! Find out more at metrotransit.org/mechanic-hiring. That's metrotransit.org/mechanic-hiring. Keep your community on the move with a new career with Metro Transit.
Unleash the power of smile for your team. Delta Dental of Minnesota offers coverage to fit your unique small business, leading to a better benefit package and a happier team. Visit deltadentalmn.org/small business.
When I walked across that stage at my high school graduation, I was excited, but confused about my next step. Then I walked through the doors at Doherty Family College. Doherty Family College is part of the University of St. Thomas. It's a 2-year college that lets you earn an associate's degree and puts you on a path to your bachelor's degree. Classes are small, so I have a personal relationship with professors committed to my success. Like the name says, they treat us like family. They call us scholars because they believe we could do anything we put our minds to. They set us up for excellence with free tutoring, and that's not the only thing that's free. Laptops, books, even breakfast and lunch, and bus fare. That's part of the package here at Doherty Family College. It's even free to apply. So do like I did. Go to dfc.stthomas.edu and set up a tour. We'd be excited to welcome you to our family here at Doherty Family College.
COVID-19 is still an unwelcome guest in our community this holiday. Did you know you can have the virus and even pass it on without experiencing any symptoms? It's true. Before you make plans to attend a holiday gathering, make plans to take a COVID-19 test. It's especially important to know you're not infected before you celebrate with loved ones who are older or immunocompromised. Testing is easy. You use a nasal swab in your own home, and it's quick. You'll get your results in about 15 minutes. And right now, you can get free rapid tests delivered to your home. While supplies last, Minnesota households are eligible to order 8 free rapid at-home COVID-19 tests delivered to their home each month. Have peace of mind during the season of peace on earth. Take precautions to protect the ones you love. Order your at-home COVID-19 test at sayyeshometest.org. Once again, that's sayyeshometest.org. You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast-quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.